There are three sedans selling for under $12,000 right now that will outlast cars costing triple that amount. I'm talking 300,000 miles without breaking a sweat. One of them just topped J.D. Power's entire dependability study, not just sedans, every vehicle they tested, and it's sitting on used lots for the price of a well-optioned Corolla. Another one has the same V6 that's been documented running past 400,000 miles. And I've personally seen maybe 200 of them come through my shop in 20 years. You know how many catastrophic failures I've witnessed? Zero. After 2 decades of watching people overpay for the wrong cars, I'm going to show you the 3 sedans that mechanics actually recommend when nobody's listening. And number 1, that's the car that almost started a fight between me and a customer who refused to believe it was more reliable than his precious Lexus. Today, we're counting down 3 cheap sedans that everyone ignores. I'm saving the biggest value for last. We're talking specific repair costs, years to avoid, maintenance tricks that prevent expensive failures, and why these cars are priced like they're unreliable when the data proves the exact opposite. Entry number 3, Mazda 6. Number 3 is the 2015 to 2017 Mazda 6. And this is the car Consumer Reports named their number 1 used car pick under $10,000. Not number 3. Not honorable mention. Number 1. Just last month, I had a 2016 Mazda 6 touring roll in with 187,000 miles. A customer bought it for $8,200. Wanted me to do a pre-purchase inspection after the fact. Always backwards, but whatever. I put it on the lift, expecting to find the usual high mileage problems. You know what I found? Fresh oil, clean transmission fluid, 0 leaks, and brake pads that still had 40% left. The only thing it needed was a mass airflow sensor, $145 part. That car is going to 300,000 miles without drama. Why does that matter? Because Mazda now ranks 3rd in long-term reliability behind only Lexus and Toyota. But nobody knows that. They're still pricing these like it's 2005 when Mazdas had rust issues. The 2.5L Skyactiv engine uses a timing chain, not a belt, so you never have that $800 to $1,200 replacement hanging over your head. It makes 184 horsepower, gets 38 mpg on the highway, and the non-turbo version has virtually 0 known catastrophic failures. The transmission is a traditional 6-speed automatic, not a CVT, so you're not gambling on whether that belt-driven nightmare is going to last. Here's what you're actually looking at cost-wise. A 2015 to 2017 Mazda 6 runs $7,000 to $12,000, depending on mileage. Annual maintenance averages $462 according to RepairPal. Compare that to a same-year Accord at $580 or a Camry at $485. You're basically tied with Toyota. The most common repair is that mass airflow sensor I mentioned, $135 to $160. Brake rotors run $300 to $500 per axle. Wheel bearings are $290 to $450. Nothing is breaking the bank when you're shopping for one of these. Avoid the 2014 model year. It's got 4 recalls and the most first-year issues. 2016 and 2017 are your sweet spot. Skip the turbo model if you want the absolute lowest cost of ownership. It needs premium synthetic oil and tighter change intervals. Look for the Touring or Grand Touring trim with the naturally aspirated 2.5L. Check the infotainment screen. The 2014 to 2016 models had a warranty extension for screen failures, so make sure that was addressed. And if you're in the rust belt, crawl under it and check the rear subframe and rocker panels. Mazda's rust protection got way better after 2014, but it's still not Toyota level. I get it. Mazda doesn't have the brand reputation of Honda or Toyota, but the engineering is there, the data backs it up, and the market hasn't figured it out yet. Bottom line on the Mazda 6, you're getting near Lexus interior quality, Toyota-level reliability, and better driving dynamics for $3,000 to $5,000 less than those cars. That's real money. But if you think that's good value, wait until you see what's next. This one has a V6 that's been documented past 400,000 miles. Entry number 2, Toyota Avalon. Number 2 is the 2013 to 2018 Toyota Avalon. And this car just did something ridiculous. It topped J.D. Power's 2025 Vehicle Dependability Study as the number 1 model across every single vehicle category they tested. Not the number 1 sedan. Number 1 everything. I had a customer roll in last year with a 2014 Avalon. 342,000 miles on the odometer. He bought it new. Changed the oil every 5,000 miles like clockwork. Flushed the transmission fluid every 30,000 miles, even though Toyota says 60,000. You know what he'd replaced on that car in 11 years? Brake pads 4 times, rotors twice, 1 set of shocks, and a starter motor at 289,000 miles. That's it. The original engine, transmission, and rear differential were still running perfectly. He came in because he wanted to know if it was worth keeping or if he should trade it in. I told him it'll probably outlast his next car. You watching this right now, if you want a car that just refuses to die, this is it. The 2GR FE 3.5 LV6 is one of the most over-engineered engines Toyota ever built. It makes 268 to 301 horsepower depending on the year, uses a timing chain that'll last the life of the engine, and has a track record that's honestly boring because nothing ever fails. A 2013 to 2015 Avalon runs $10,000 to $18,000. The 2016 to 18 models push $16,000 to $22,000, but you can find high-mileage examples under $15,000. Annual maintenance averages $463, literally $1 more than the Mazda 6. The 10-year projected maintenance cost is $4,529 according to IC Cars, which is $1,432 less than the average sedan. Real-world repair costs. Ignition coils at 100,000 plus miles run, $100 to $200 each. Valve cover gaskets, $200 to $400 at very high mileage. Oxygen sensors are $130 to $150. Speaker distortion on early models is $50 to $200 per speaker, if it bothers you. Remember that Lexus ES350 everyone says you should buy instead? It's the same platform, same engine, same transmission. The Lexus costs $8,000 to $12,000 more used and has the exact same repair costs. You're paying for a badge. When shopping for an Avalon, the 2015 to 2018 models are your best bet. Fewer minor issues than the 2013 and 2014. If you're going older to save money, the 2005 to 2012 third generation uses the same bulletproof V6 and sells for $3,000 to $8,000. Though avoid the 2006 and 2011 model years. Check NHTSA's recall database for the Denso fuel pump recall on 2018 to 2019 models. Free replacement at any dealer. Verify the airbag ECU recall was completed on 2012 to 2018 models. And here's the key. Change that transmission fluid every 30,000 miles, not the 60,000 Toyota recommends. That one habit will add 100,000 miles to the transmission's life. My verdict on the Avalon. This is the car you buy when you want to spend the next 15 years not thinking about your car. It's boring, it's reliable, and it'll outlive your mortgage. Quick one. If this kind of straight talk is helping you avoid expensive mistakes, hit that subscribe button. I've got a whole video on the cars you should absolutely avoid, and dealerships definitely don't want you seeing it. Alright, that's the safe choice. But number 1, this is the car that almost started that fight I mentioned. Nobody believes this brand can compete with Toyota until I show them the data. Entry number 1, Buick LaCrosse. Number 1 is the 2017 to 2019 Buick LaCrosse. And I need you to forget everything you think you know about Buick. This car originally sold for $33,000 to $42,000. You can buy one right now for $11,000 to $16,000. That's a $40,000 car for used Civic money. Here's the fight I mentioned. A customer came in wanting a pre-purchase inspection on a 2018 LaCrosse with 52,000 miles. He was paying $14,500. I checked it over, found nothing wrong. Clean Carfax, fresh oil, new tires, brakes at 60%. I told him it was a great buy. He looked at me like I'd lost my mind. "It's a Buick," he said. "My grandfather drove a Buick. These things fall apart." I pulled up J.D. Power's 2025 Vehicle Dependability Study on my phone, and showed him the rankings. Buick scored 143 problems per 100 vehicles, number one among all mass-market brands. Better than Toyota at 161, better than Honda at 177. He didn't believe the data was real, accused me of showing him a fake website. That's how deep the brand stigma runs. But here's the thing, your opinions don't change the fact that these cars work. The 2017 to 2019 LaCrosse uses GM's 3.6 LV6, making 303 horsepower. The 2017 has an 8-speed automatic. The 2018 and 2019 got a refined 9-speed that's smoother and more reliable. It's got Buick's quiet tuning setup, triple door seals, acoustic laminated glass, active noise cancellation. The cabin is legitimately quieter than a $50,000 Lexus ES. And unlike German luxury cars, parts are cheap because every GM dealer and independent shop in the country can work on it. A 2017 LaCrosse currently sells for around $11,000 with typical mileage. A 2018 to 2019 runs $13,000 to $16,000. These cars have depreciated 60% to 75% from their original $33,000 to $42,000 sticker price. Annual maintenance averages $569 according to RepairPal. Higher than the Japanese cars, but way lower than the BMW 5 Series or Mercedes E-Class this competes with on features. Common repairs are affordable. Power steering issues, if they occur, run $1,000 to $1,200. Rare, but possible. Electrical diagnostics are $95 to $150. Ignition coils are cheap. A full set costs less than one coil on a European car. Transmission fluid changes every 45,000 miles cost $150 to $250. The 3.6 LV6 is timing chain driven, so no belt replacement. If you've ever felt like luxury features should be affordable, here's your proof that they can be. Avoid the first generation 2005 to 2009 LaCrosse, widespread transmission failures. Skip the 2010 to 2013 second generation, electrical gremlins. The 2017 had some 8-speed transmission concerns. Your target is a 2018 or 2019 with the 9-speed automatic. The Essence and Avenir trims give you features that cost $15,000 more on a Lexus. Heated and ventilated seats, adaptive cruise, heads-up display, panoramic sunroof. When you're inspecting one, listen for any power steering whine in cold weather. Check service records for transmission fluid changes. GM automatics need fresh fluid more often than Toyotas. Run the VIN through NHTSA's recall database and verify everything's been completed. Bottom line on the LaCrosse, you're buying a car your grandfather would love and your mechanic respects. The market thinks it's a grandpa mobile. The data says it's a gold mine. Who should buy the LaCrosse? If you want luxury features without luxury repair costs, this is it. If you're keeping a car 150,000 plus miles and want something comfortable, if you're under 40 and worried about what your friends think when you pull up, this isn't for you. If you need the latest tech and safety features, look at newer models. So, those are the 3 cheap sedans everyone ignores: the Mazda 6, the Avalon, and the LaCrosse. Consumer Reports #1 pick, under $10,000, J.D. Power's most dependable vehicle of 2025, and Buick's luxury sedan, selling for civic money. You now know more about what actually lasts than 90% of people walking onto a used car lot this weekend. Next time someone tries to sell you on reliability based on brand reputation, you'll know to look at the actual data instead. Now, if you want to know the cheap cars you absolutely should not buy, the ones with known catastrophic failures that'll leave you stranded, I made a whole video on that. It's right here. I break down the specific years to avoid and the exact repairs that'll cost more than the car's worth. That's 20 years of watching these cars roll in and out of the shop.